In the previous chapter, I talked about how keywords hold more information than you think. I also presented you a chart that shows the relation of share of searches and the share of market. They are closely related. Moreover, the share of searches is actually leading the share of market by 6 months. And this is just one very important example why I think brands should take the searches much more seriously. Because the success of your brand depends on it. So in this chapter, you will learn about brand monitoring, what it is, and how is it going to be benefiting you. I will also dive a little deeper on the different types of intention when user making the searches. That way you will know better how to craft contents that meet the intentions. Brand monitoring is the process of tracking brand mentions and knowing where, how, and what people are talking about your brand or related to your brand will help you better understand people's perceptions and demands. Consequences of not capturing the demands. It's easy to say if you do this and that, you're going to get better results. But what if you're not doing anything? In this case, if you are not taking actions to monitor the searches and serving the demands. Here's what's going to happen, or in fact, it may already be happening if you don't capture the demands. Firstly, you're going to be giving away the traffic to third-party websites which are doing a better job at capturing the demands. And some of these third-party websites could be untrustworthy source and scammer. Secondly, your brand's reputation is at stake. The brand loses trust and loyalty, and what's worse, people are spreading negative words about the brand. And moreover, your brand has to constantly deal with crisis management due to the overwhelming negative sentiments. On the flip side, if you do monitor, capture, and serve the demands related to your brand name, you will not only be able to build brand trust, build brand loyalty, more importantly, you're gathering tons of insights from brand search intents to manage brand communication and improve products and services. In order to capture the demands, it is important that we first understand where they are coming from, like what they are thinking or what's their intentions. There are no good or bad intentions. Every intentions are data point for us to learn, to improve, and to take actions. There are, however, 4 such intents that we can use to categorize the user demands. They are informational, navigational, commercial, and transactional. Informational intent is on top of the funnel when the audience is just looking for the information on a certain topic. People might not have the clearest idea what they're looking for, so they will use keywords to guide their search. For example, they might be typing something like, "What is ergonomic chair?" Navigational intent is when the audience finding some products categories, customer services, terms of use, or policies. People could be searching for a user manual of your product, so the expected result will be to point the user to the website which has the user manual of the specific product. For example, iPhone 14 Pro user manual, which you will find results pointing you directly to the page that has the exact information. Commercial intent is when the audience finding materials related to the brand like images, logos, videos, or comparison between different brands. The users needed more time and convincing before they make a buying decision. So they will be searching for information such as comparison between 2 brands. For example, Nespresso versus DeLonghi coffee machines. Or the search could be something like the best coffee maker. Transactional intent is down to the bottom funnel when the audience is finding deals or how to make a transaction related to the brand. People could be making a search on Google for promotions of the product or finding out where they can make the purchase. For example, buy Nespresso coffee machine or Nespresso coffee machine promotions. You may or may not have noticed in my previous examples, some searches I included the brand names, while some searches have no brand name. We call them branded search demand and non-branded search demand. So let me share with you the difference between the two and why it matters. The difference between a branded search demand and a non-branded search demand is that a branded search demand contains the brand name. And why should you care? Well, if your brand is popular and many people already know your brand, but they want to learn even more about what you do, then you have the choice to optimize your contents for branded search. Let me show you how I use WriterZen wildcard feature to do a quick find. What are the informational keywords I can optimize? For example here, how to iPhone 14. I can do the same for transactional keywords. For example, here I'm searching best price Nike shoe. However, if you want to attract people who may not have known or heard your brand, then optimize for non-branded search demand is the way to go. For smaller brands, you may not have the kind of search volume that a big brand has. So the priority for smaller brands would be to first grow the search volume. The brand search volume growth is the result of all marketing efforts. And doing SEO to compete on non-branded search demands is the significant part. WriterZen has a course on just that to help you do the SEO in the right way to expand brand audience by finding and serving non-brand search demand. When the search volume is big enough, then it will make more sense to start categorizing the searches based on intent. By now, you should have a better understanding of the 4 types of search intent. Moving on, I'm going to share with you how to create contents to capture different types of search intent, and you'll learn it in just a few steps. Once again, I'll see you in the next course.